Alright guys, welcome back to Farming Sim. So, first thing we're going to do today is something I've wanted to set up for a while now. We're going to start having, we're going to set some bees for our fields. Now, one of the biggest reasons to, well, we're getting rid of these. One of the biggest reasons to one of the biggest perks of doing it this way is the bees will give a certain bonus to your crop fields, from what I've heard anyway. So if you put it nearby fields, it can give you a slight bonus. So we're just going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to set a location for our pallet spawns. So I don't love that that one did the weird land thing. So, but yeah, so since we're getting rid of all of these, I just don't like how those look, in my opinion. So it's fully my opinion, but I hate having to drive around them. So okay, so we're doing that, and then like I said, we're getting rid of these. So I've been saying I'm gonna get rid of them, but I keep putting it off. So maybe I'll do that in between cuts today. Just want to keep getting those bonuses for the fields. So and so since we bought these two fields, we're going to go ahead and do this for them too. I know the bees help your crops in Minecraft, so but even if they don't do much for farming sim, that still works for me because I've been wanting to do honey anyway. Just got an achievement called bringing in the honey, so huh. So I could have sworn we did not buy this field. Okay, bye. Now, for grass, we're only going to do one hive, because I don't really want to... I don't want to go too overzealous with money right now, so... Land is not owned by you, but it is owned by me, so... So, one... And... two. Okay. I don't know why every time I deal with bees, though, I think of that bee lady on TikTok, the another day of saving the bees. I don't know. I used to love watching her videos. It was like really ASMR. Okay, so we own this field too, so might as well. And then the last field we gotta do. So again, not sure if it actually boosts or helps anything, but if it does, cool. Um, so let's go find. Alright, so now we're gonna go over to Production City over here, as I'm calling it. And we're gonna put our little bee pallet spot since we own this place over here, we're gonna put it right here. And so there we go. Now we have bees for our fields. So I'm gonna go ahead and start our planting process, and I'll see you guys in a few. Alright guys, so we're going ahead and we're working on what is going to be our forest tree ones. My thought purpose is I have two bigger fields over there, and I might use those for our cow pastures. Just trying to think things through, but we definitely need a field that I'm plowing it because there was a crop already on here, but we definitely, if wood chips are going to become more of a permanent thing for our farm, we're going to need a way to afford to do that. The other big thing that we're going to need is we're going to need a distribution center, which will help with a few things, but the more we expand and the more we do crops, and like obviously greenhouses are probably going to be in our purview in the next little while, so we're going to have a lot of like growth. And our goal, see, what my main goal is, I know I've talked about like 55 million or whatever it is. I don't remember what I even said. I think I said like 500,000 or whatever, or 500,000,000. I don't remember. I think it's like 500 million. So like that one's not so much a big goal for me. My main goal for us would be, so unfortunately with how much money we just lost putting all the upgrades, we won't be able to do cows this year, but my main goal would be for everything is for us to be able to have like a 10 million harvest, not counting wood chips. So like if I get $1 million off of sunflower oil, or because like I could build more than one oil mill, or I could, so if I get like how we just got 1 million off of one harvest, I would like to think it is doable for us to, I'd like to think it's possible for us to hit a 10 million harvest and then kind of grow this for fun. One of my other things I've thought about and considered, I'm really kind of thinking I want to get to a point where on the channel I have like a Minecraft series. Just because like it'd be nice to have to be able to like play Minecraft again. So I'm thinking about that. Obviously, Jedi, Survivor, and Fallen Order, or it's Fallen Order first, then Survivor. Obviously, the Jedi games are something as well, and then we've been playing some stuff. I would like to be able to I would like to be able to play some other things besides just farming sim. So that's something I have thought about. And so I don't know, like I've also thought about playing NASCAR as well, and like kind of setting up NASCAR as like a series on there. Like, so I don't know, like I've also thought about doing a podcast in some form. Like, see, the thing I've thought about with my podcast is it'd be like what I'd like to do is I'd like to have like a podcast type of thing where it'd still be like I'm thinking like if I do a podcast, I might still like game while doing it, but to have like a podcast set up where like everybody kind of like I'd still probably be gaming during it. And then, you know, having that be something I work on. Just because like I think that would be really beneficial as well, just to have like a podcast where I talk about things that I have interest in. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with things. Is like, cool. We already have sunflowers planted, and what is this crop? Harvested. Okay, so now we get this, and we go. But yeah, like I've thought about just having like a podcast and having like guests and like having like a segment where um like have like people and we just kind of like where we are working on like where we talk about things, just having like a guest or something like that. So that's something I've considered, but I don't know if people would be interested in that. So something I'll have to think about later, but I'm just thinking about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut so that way I can. So I'm gonna cut so I can actually go eat. So I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, see you guys. All right, guys. So one of the things I'm gonna do real quick is we have a bunch of grown-up chickens in some of our hen houses, which is of course a great thing, but we're gonna sell some of our older ones just so that way we have room for growth. So I'm gonna sell like 1,000 out of each hen house because we're like eating a lot of food, which is of course a great sign because that means more eggs, but it's just we're reaching a crazy amount. So we're gonna get rid of these and we'll buy another 5, I guess, because they don't really do much. And we're gonna do the same for each one of these. Because it lowers our effectivity, I suppose, but it also allows us to, because we're probably gonna have to get another field for wheat purposes. Because with the flour and the business side of things, I think we have too many. So, okay, so each hen house has been reduced by a couple of thousand. So that helps our couple of our issues. So let's So we're planting trees over here, of course, because we need, like I said, we're doing wood chips, and I've been having the AI work on it. And then same with, sorry, we're gonna get out and go over here so I can show. And once these start growing, it'll be great. According to my research, these are the best for wood chipping. And then over here, we've done the same. So, and then once this is done rolling, we're gonna, which is almost done, we're gonna be able to time skip again. So I will see you guys in April. Alright, we're back. Really just trying to figure out. It's hard because watching the clips, I have it with headphones in. So, like, sometimes the audio's too loud and sometimes it's not loud enough. But anyway, right, we're here. And then so we're gonna have to win row anyway, because it's just scattering it. So it's getting it done faster, at least, I guess. Okay. I don't know why it had to go all about like it just did, but that one's gonna hurt. But I think that should be the last expense. So minus our fees and things, minus um our debt, like interest, because we're always going to pay like 3,000 a month with interest. So I think otherwise, though, we should be good to coast. Oh, crap. We got one more expense. I forgot. Because we're going to need it. And now it's like we didn't even take out a $3 million loan. But I wish we weren't in the hole as much as we are, but... Okay, so I'm gonna windrow, and then I will bring you guys back for the bailing. Actually, second thought, I just realized since I put the unrealistic work width, I don't really need to do that. I don't really need to windrow. I could just scoop and go, so... We're gonna attempt to do that, so... Yeah, we're just running to go get it. I really love this map. The more and more I play on it, the more I'm like enjoying it. It's really hard not to do one of these, like, for solo purposes. Okay. Luckily, we don't need to do bale wrapping. We can just... Okay, so we're gonna unfold baler now, since we're trying to speed this along. There's the cute little cows. Just trying to do everything. Okay. As much as that was funny, the lag, though. Cool. Almost done. And then we can skip ahead 2 months and do it all over again. Okay. But anyway, there we go. And I think this will probably, once I'm done getting all this will probably be where we end the video. So I just wanted to thank everybody for watching and for tuning into the videos. And I'm still still debating on the podcast stuff, so just tune in and wait, I guess, for that. So, and now we have some hay bales for our cows when we get them. So, alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.